Wag. Wag.
Wag.
Wag.
Hello, my ladies and pretty gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of Look What Is Happening in the Spirit Realm with yours truly, Light. Today, I got a channeled message last night about somebody finally figuring it out that it wasn't them. This is someone who sold you out in the belief that whoever this cult that they sold you out towards had their best interests at heart. But it went deeper than that, as far as I got a revelation yesterday of this energy felt like they were special. Like they felt like they had what it took, like they had all that juice that the cult was after. And I feel like they fed them, whoever these people are, whoever these entities are, they fed them all the right things. They gave them all the right ear candy to hook them in and make them believe that finally they feel as special as, quote, you are, as special as they have made you out in their mind. And so they've been going at you. They've been going after everything. And this is somebody that you fell out with in particular. This energy felt like they deceived themselves. Like deep down, they believed and they knew that it was about you, was something about you that the cult was after, as opposed to what they were in terms of like, it's because I am the best. It's because they appreciate me. It's because I got talent, whatever the case might be. But this person didn't stop to investigate why these people would put in all these investments, these riches, these connections, why they would go above and beyond to help them avenge you, to help them be vengeful towards you. They felt like, well, it's because I'm offering up my soul. I'm that worthy. But this person is very cheap. They're not worthy of any of it. And what they don't understand is that the cult gave them everything that they needed to hear in order to sell you out. You know how this person is finding out? They took a couple of steps back recently. They felt a little bit hesitant. Like, well, I don't know if I want to keep fighting this fight anymore. I don't know if I want to keep, kneading this dough and leveling all these breads, and none of them are actually baked because, again, like the Most High promised us, the weapons may form, but they will not prosper. And this person is kind of getting like over it. Like, maybe I don't want to take vengeance anymore. Maybe I don't really, why is it always about this person? They realized that the cult was kind of like hiding their identity. They were hiding their true intentions for why they were doing all these favors for this person. They were hiding their intentions, that they were after you. They were after the earth angel all along. They were after the person who would not bow down, the person whose freedom threatens their authority in this world. And this person is realizing that they actually put themselves in debt to a situation that not even you can help them out of. No one can help them out of it except God. But the realization is it's an ego death for them, because they probably knew this is a person that knows your intentions, because again, this is someone that you may have fell out with, or someone that knows you to some extent. They know your intentions. They know what you approach people with in your heart. And they lied on you. They openly, with their eyes wide open, they lied because they felt like they needed to grab a hold of any control and power as you escaped their grasp. I'm getting that this is an energy that may have used the charge of your destiny, the charge of your presence, in order to feed their endeavors. And a lot of people blamed you when you were with this person. A lot of people put you in a position of the abuser. They put you in a light of, this person is just a bum. This person doesn't really do anything. And I'm getting that the people who actually misjudged you in that state of darkness may have received instant karma, and they stopped. I was getting like ready, and today I heard this like in my head. It's very interesting how the people that you have defended behind their back, when this person was dragging their name to you, are the same people that not only sat around and listened as this energy dragged your name and ganged up on you and justified it, but they also chipped in. And the Most High is saying, I saw those moments. I saw that you kept your integrity in those moments. And all those moments are going to be repaid to you tenfold. You better believe that. And this energy is realizing that you were the big dog that they were after, this cult, and that they were doing them all these favors because it served their hidden intention. And I'm getting like, what a way to respect someone, what a way to see who and what someone is and what their destiny actually is. Because more than anything, this person kept you around to fulfill 3D desires, to fulfill, their fame or their fortune, and to fulfill these random things, when in reality you were being delayed and held back because you took on their fear. You took on their unresolved traumas. You took on all these energetic blockages that they were bypassing onto you. We've spoke about this in this channel several times. Earth angels or chosen ones, whatever you want to call yourself, people want to grab a hold of you because they find immediately that their life gets easier around you. That something about your energy makes them feel lighter about themselves. So they keep you around for egoic reasons. They don't use it so that they can reflect inward. Some of them do, and actually do the work themselves. Instead, they use your connection to the unconscious by submerging you deeper into it, because you're an agent of light, meaning you're an agent that comes here to fully embodied and awakened, as we've spoke about this in this channel several times, to be a vessel that carries the unconscious in a conscious way, to balance that yin and yang, and to bring basically enlightenment. That is enlightenment, to possess that, and to inspire those around you to create that. But that happens in your absence, because in your presence, what they do is they start bypassing. They start using that channel, that energy that allows you to just be free. There's this freedom that you have within you. It's deeply rooted in your codes. They use that to pawn off their fears, to pawn off their insecurities onto you while you're busy being muddled with that. And again, remember, when you have pure energy, right, it is easier for you to absorb all this darkness. That is why you can immediately pick up on the energy in a room. That is why you're, quote, sensitive. It's because you're conscious of the unconscious. And these people are unconscious and they don't care. And so when they get that easy way out, which is you and your energy, they use it. And this is what the cult wanted to destroy. And they use this vengeful person who has a personal indignation towards you in order to achieve a higher goal. And this energy is now realizing, as they took a step back a couple of days ago, I got this energy of them kind of backpedaling. Like, you know what? I don't want to give you information and intel. I don't want to do this anymore. Can we just focus on me? That's what I get. Can we just focus on me and what I want to get out of this cult? I don't want to get that anymore out of this cult. I don't want to get vengeance on this person anymore out of this cult. And these people were like, Brezzy, sweetie, are you sure? Like, we're doing great. We're almost near the mission. We're still going to need your consent. And I was asking Spirit, why do they need them? Because they've had an energetic connection to you before. So your protection is such that if you do not make contact, if you do not allow someone to access your energy, you are fully shielded and protected. That is why they come at you, these forces at B, these shadow government at B, they come at you through the people that you know, because you have consented to have their presence. You have allowed a hole in your energy because you didn't know their intention. But this is why when you cut them off and exit, block them, completely lose contact, they will attempt to regain your energy because they already had access to it at one point. And this person is like, they're beginning to realize the cult is actually interested in you. It's not interested in them. They weren't doing them favors. In fact, they were doing them favors. This person was doing the cult favors by giving you away, by selling you out. And for some of you may have told them. You may have told them this, and they may have sensed it too in your presence, that there is something about you that they can't quite put a finger on. And now they're beginning to be humbled. This is what I'm getting. What I'm getting is that this is a person that's now waking up to realize that they are a bug in a much larger web. They are not the spider. They are not the spider. In fact, you are. You are the spider. And these people are the bug in a much, much wider net. And they're so caught up. Like, this is what I'm getting. They're so caught up. This energy doesn't have time to come after you because now they're realizing the debt that they're in. It's almost like they woke up and they're surrounded by enemies. They're surrounded by water. They're in an island of their own making. And I strongly feel like this person, the Most High has completely severed contact with them, spiritually speaking, towards you. And you might feel an all of a sudden lightness about you. You might feel all of a sudden good or clear, like in the head. Or whatever tension you may have had with this energy or other backdrop energies because of this person's projections could all of a sudden be lighter. And that's what I'm picking up on lately. There's a lightening of a load. But last night I got this strange dream, and I feel like I'm an Ethiopian, so we have an interpretation of dreams that's kind of strange. If they see funeral, it's a good sign. But what I saw was a wedding that seemed like a funeral. And I don't know how to describe this except there is a death of an energy here. There's either a transformation or a death of an energy that's taking place in the collective. And I'm getting strongly that for some of you, this is this person who is kind of in a bubble right now. Their bubble has been burst. There's this, what seems like condemnation. I don't know if it's condemnation from the people around them, but them sort of looking at themselves through these people's eyes. They were so usurped, like they were so caught up in the cloud that finally they found people that can treat them the way that you get treated by the world because of the Most High. The way that you are received by the world, the way that the world, quote, bends to your will. And this is how this person is seeing it. They finally got that treatment from a cult. And they mistakened it into believing that it was them. But really, it's still about you because they've made it about you. And it's almost like there's no escaping you. This is the kind of person that's like there's no escaping you. And they would either rather see you disappear or they will. And it's kind of interesting because it doesn't have to be this or that. They could choose to see themselves. They could choose to do the work, but I feel like whatever they've done has buried them in a very deep, deep, deep place emotionally where they have submerged themselves and almost like bonded their identity with their unconscious. And to start to bring it to the surface, it's so painful because their intentions have been so vile and ill. They've been operating in such a low frequency and they were being cheered on against to their detriment. That's what I'm getting. They were being cheered on by these people to their detriment. And these people they're different. Their agenda is different. They have a goal. They have a bigger, like I said, this is a person who's like in a very small web. But they thought it was a personal agenda. They thought that they were special. But they're not. They're one in many who have been used to bring earth angels to a screeching halt. They are just a cog, a pawn, and it's like it's hitting them from every direction. It's like an ego death. It's like a devastation. It's like missing you. It's like all of a sudden no energetic connection to you. All of these swords are just falling. That's what I'm getting like. It's like a tower. That's what it feels like. And you're being asked to not look back. Do not look back. Do not seek anything. Do not revel in anything. In fact, try to embody more of the energy of understanding what and why they do what they do, because you have access to the unconscious. You have access to it. And you're being asked to further that access so that you can do the work. And I don't know what that means for them. I really don't. But it's not your concern. You are doing the right thing. You are doing the higher thing. Just like these cults were doing the higher thing because they operate from the darkness, you are also doing the higher thing because you seek the light in the darkness. However you want to describe it, because you know who we are in this channel. So with that being said, the final message that Spirit was giving me regarding don't turn back is people are coming running to you. That's what I'm getting. There are some people that will come running to you. And I don't know what that means for them. I don't know if they're trying to run away from themselves one last time, or if they feel all of a sudden the hand of God on them to either confess something or to ask for forgiveness. Whatever the case, it's coming from a personal spot, and God will let you know if this is an energy that you are safe receiving an apology from or receiving whatever they have to say. But you never have to engage with these people in an energy that would allow them to usurp you. That's what I'm getting, because a lot of them have done that. They have usurped you and tried to gang up in order to continue the job that they do, to mock you. And I was getting this message yesterday. Whoever mocks themselves. Whoever mocks is so ingrained and identified with the self and the ego that they can never actually find themselves. They never can be themselves because they're identified. And this is a cult mentality. This is a mentality of people who are terrified to stand alone. And so whoever stands alone, whoever hears the voice of God, whoever sees and believes for themselves, becomes a prominent target, because that at that point, only the truth can guide that person. Only the light, only God can move that person, and they cannot be moved by deception or by groupthink. So understand that you are the bigger threat. This is the person now that's understanding it. They're seeing that you are not just special because they thought you were and they felt revengeful or obsessed about you. No, you're special because you are a reflection of God. You are an image of God. And that is why they have been doing this person favors. And now this person cannot back down. Their hands are tied. They're in a corner just like you were in a corner. But again, the Most High does the work. And you don't need to lift a finger. Remember that. Remember where your power resides, always. As always, I don't reach out. Those are mockers and scammers. Everything you need to know is in the description box down below. Everything. And until next time, remember you're covered, and I will see you again here another time.